and it just keeps happening. All right, so.
We ready on the video?
Yep.
Okay. First and foremost, I think we'd all agree that your son's safety due to physical, but this sounds like more of an emotional place he's coming from. That's one of our first priorities, if not our first priority. So we understand where you're coming from, and we're disappointed that this is the third time you're reaching out to us. We have come from a position where we may not be seeing this as you are seeing this, and we're gonna approach it as a legit problem that needs to be addressed right now, and that's what we're gonna set our goal out to be, is to solve this matter and take the necessary steps moving forward. And the necessary steps may be to...
I think one of the most important pieces of information you guys may be able to provide us with is when are these bullying actions occurring? To give us a better perspective of where it's happening, so we could better
In the
pinpoint.
lunchroom.
Lunchroom
Every day.
specifically?
Sometimes recess,
Oh, recess.
but mostly lunchroom, right?
Mostly
Yeah.
lunchroom, sometimes recess, those are the only areas.
That we hear about.
Okay.
That-
He has a hard time sometimes describing things to us, like clearly, so, but we know it's those two places.
Okay.
So, just to add on, I'd just like to apologize from all of us that it took this long for us to even, come together and have a meeting. But I think the first thing that we'd like to do is to be able to have your child feel safe enough and trust us enough to come and approach us and let us know that this is happening. Because of course, because there are a lot of kids, not that that is an excuse, but because that might be the issue, sometimes we may fail to see the issues that are actually coming across.
And one thing I'd like to add is that given that he's not in an academic environment during the time that he's being bullied, it's a little more difficult for us to monitor his activity at recess or his activity in the lunchroom. We have the paraprofessional there with him, but it's sometimes kind of a little more difficult to monitor everything that's going on.
Which is why the information you guys provided us with would be more helpful, so we could get the whole school involved and a whole, more team members to monitor what's going on, not just for your child, but, the school as a whole, so we can make sure you have a safe environment for
Well,
everyone.
the thing is, he's been at the school for 3 years. You know who he is, and you know what his issues are, okay? He has autism, he doesn't read everything correctly.
And
Right.
why, if there's a paraprofessional with him, why
I don't
aren't
get
they
it.
seeing this? I mean,
Right.
it happens every day.
And like what you keep saying to us is we need to find out. Well, what are you gonna do to find out? I mean, you haven't said a thing about finding out. It's just like, we can't monitor everything, like that helps. I mean, come on, we waited forever for this meeting, that's all we're gonna get?
Oh no, moving forward, we just want to establish the ground first, but along with the paraprofessional, we also have lunchroom and recess supervisors. And with this news, we're gonna be able to give these professionals also this information so they could monitor it, and not only monitor it, but intervene if necessary. So we're gonna address these issues. If your son is feeling pressures of being bullied, we're gonna identify what these conflicts are that he's feeling, and we're gonna have be able to give these supervisors the information to be able to step in, along with their paraprofessional who sees it on a daily basis, but may not recognize it as bullying or recognize the emotional toll it's taking on your child. So we're gonna be able to educate them moving forward as a paraprofessional working one-on-one, that these, although may seem minor to them, is actually very much impacting your son on an emotional level.
Additionally, to add on to that, I think since bullying is such a emotional and like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Significant issue, and it's a very sensitive issue. We don't want to point out just your child. I think we would like to take it as a whole, where maybe just because you guys are aware of it, there are other kids who are having same issues. So we want to really come together and think of ways where it's effective not only just for your child, but hopefully it won't happen to other students as well. So what do you guys think are some good ideas, since you guys are the best people to know your child?
Good, let's stop there, because we don't wanna tell you what our ideas are.